Hey guys, Willy back again, and you're probably getting really sick of me doing these videos where I'm sitting down talking, not doing too much. But I feel like some of this stuff needs to be properly explained, not sort of shoved aside or in a sort of 200 character or less Instagram post. I guess for those of you who are more interested in sort of the ins and outs of my condition. This afternoon at about 1800 I had my 4 to 5 monthly MRI. I thought it was 5 months, but she thought it was more like 4. I haven't even bothered looking at the dates, but I guess it's about that. That aside, the results from it, as I'll put up on the screen now, have actually shown there's been no change. Not only between the last scan 4 months ago, but really the last 4 scans, which you can see all 4 being, we're not sure if we thought in the beginning those scans were under the effect of the chemo. Now, 7-8 months off chemotherapy, it's definitely all out of my system. Although it may still affect me from what my body went through at that time, it's definitely the actual drug is out of my system, not affecting that tumour anymore. So that's good. Either the tumour is growing, but it's immeasurable in size, like it's growing, 0.01 millimeters a month. So, no scan can actually pick that up, or it's stable and it's halted at a size. Tumours can do that, and they can change. Sometimes tumours stay dormant forever, and they do a bloody autopsy on someone dead and they find a tumour, or they can sit like that for a while and then rapidly get bigger. So we're still, we're definitely out of the woods, so we'll continue to watch it, every 3-4 months. As well as one of the things I want to go over is why we're not jumping straight into a surgery. Although probably one of the safest times is now while it's not getting bigger or not whatever. It's also one of the most risky, because what if it were to stay dormant for a long time and I have a major neurological sort of deficit from a surgery when I could have had, all my limbs and everything working fine for years, and then had the surgery, or jump into something now and a new technique, new operation, new drug, whatever, develop in the future. As well as one of the major ones with Professor Amal, who's my surgeon in this, always brings up, is something called neuroplasticity. So your brain, and mainly in younger people, like significantly younger, as far as like sort of pediatric kids, have the ability, their brain has the unconscious ability to move functions around the brain. So at the moment, my motor strip for my right side sits on my left frontal lobe, where my scar is, where my tumour is. Your brain actually has the ability, and doctors don't know why, they don't know how to influence this, they don't actually have any idea, but it can actually move it somewhere else. If it picks up, I guess there's an issue or whatever, it can move it. Where they've found children, which their whole body is controlled of one lobe, they could literally lose a whole lobe and nothing would happen. It's not natural, but it actually can happen. Doctors wish they knew how to influence this, because of course what they could do is influence then that bit of my brain moving to another location, functioning from there, and then cutting out that animal brain and still being safe. Although they don't know how to influence this, they believe that the more exercise and more, say I use my right hand, that part of the brain lights up, of course, unlike an MRI, it lights up, showing that bit's firing. So sort of, I guess, someone would think, everyone from surgeon to me, that if you're using that part more, that you're giving it more opportunity to then pick up, what the fuck, what's this? There's something wrong here, and then changing it from there, or doing what it can to move it further away. I'm not sure, my brain still has the capacity to do that. My tumour still sits not really in adulthood, apparently. Apparently I'm still very young in the tumour game, so I'm more of a children's one, what has definite benefits. So we'll have to see. From here, I've got another scan in a couple of months, but this is a really good result. A lot of people say, I hope you get a scan and it's gone. Well, we all hope that, but that's not really physically possible. My tumour has a chromosomal issue called the NP19Q or something. What is the leg of one of the chromosomes is a bit off, and this is actually a mutation, like a genetic mutation. So your body picks up that these cells are wrong and will get rid of them, where mine doesn't have the ability to do that, so the tumour can't actually just disappear. So it will always be there unless it's operated out, But if it's operated out, then because I've got that mutation, it will actually just come back. And it typically comes back in a higher stage or a bit of a change of the type of tumour. But anyway, that's for another thing. But it is a fantastic result. No growth is fantastic. It means we can keep living how we are, that nothing will change. The tumour doesn't affect me at all. The doctors are very surprised I don't have any neurological signs as far as any weakness in the hand, any whatever. I think I am a bit more prone to headaches, but that could be also stress. But otherwise, in my body and my limbs, I've got absolutely no neurological deficits that I can pick up. And I work with my hands and everything a lot, particularly in the gym. I reckon that I would be good enough to read my body to pick up on it almost straight away. So I'm not sure. The doctors are very surprised for a tumour like my size that I don't have any of that, which is a really good sign, because that means it's not really getting into that good brain tissue, into your real brain bits. Although it is, interconnected cells of good tissue and tumour, it means it hasn't got that deep in that it really affects that sort of stuff. So that's a fantastic thing and a fantastic result for the day. From here, I'm packing up. I've got to go to Geelong for 4 days, watching Lily and Ryan race the triathlon, and this has taken a lot of weight off my shoulders and the ability to enjoy things a lot more. Probably going to skip the gym today. I might go for a run a bit later tonight, but it's 8 o'clock and I've only really just got home from working a full day and then these late results. It's been a bit of a stressful day, so I'll see. I'm not super concerned if I do or I don't, but I'll make up for it tomorrow morning at work and then after work tomorrow as well. Definitely want to make up for it. So guys, I know this is a lot casual, sit down shit talk, but look, thank you very much as always. I will get back to all the messages and everything. It's just Instagram's such a shit platform to use as far as replying to comments. I get banned half the time. So look, a really good way is actually leaving comments on YouTube, because I can actually log on my computer and it brings them all up and it lets me actually reply a lot easier rather than on my phone tiddling around. But that's all right. So thank you very much for that, guys, and I can't wait to see what we do in the future. Cheers. I'm Matt Williams. I partied my way through high school. I joined the army straight out of school as a rifleman. I deployed to Afghanistan for 8.5 months as a crew commander at 20 and turned 21 over there. I've travelled the world twice, jumped from planes, dove under the sea, drank from shoes in over 20 countries, and I regret nothing. Returning home, in a regular doctor's checkup, I was diagnosed with an incurable, inoperable brain tumour on my 22nd birthday. Since then, I've made it my mission to enjoy my life as much as I can and show that terminal illness doesn't mean your life can't be successful, meaningful, and fucking awesome, whilst putting in as much effort as I can to raising money for brain cancer research. 12 months of chemo done, 60,000 plus donated to research, and I'm fucking happier than ever. This is my story of refinding my health and redefining terminal illness and smiling through it all.